takes don't miss. The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist. Water bringing fire, cowboy tie riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows running the show. It's High Top Sports, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an episode of High Top Sports. Today's show is a call-in show. We're dropping the link in the chat here in just a moment. Make sure you put a song in your heart, smile on your face. We're cutting them puppies loose today, boys and girls. Talk about a few different things. Obviously, transfer portal is still popping. One of our favorite players, Cody and I, from Jump Street, is entering the draft. Just showing you how quick your college career can go by, because it feels like just yesterday he was committing to a school. We'll talk about him. And then, of course, Florida getting rock and rolling here on the workouts starting this week. I saw an interview yesterday, which we will have our own little episode talking about that interview because it was fantastic. Once again, with Coach John Sumrall, discussing the portal, discussing a few other things. But getting strength and conditioning started today, which is, he said, his favorite part, which I think is, I can agree. I can attest it is my favorite part as well. But mat drills were brought up, saying that they would be coming back. And not even that they would be coming back, that they would be, hey, we're going to get our mat drill started and working out. And we've been hearing about the mat drills. So it's not like I'm surprised there, but I don't know, just hear him say it again, like say they're actually doing it. I think it was just refreshing to hear from my point of view. Cody's late. I think he's mining some silver, doing something crazy like that. So he'll be here in just a few moments. But until then, we'll drop a link in the description to get your little butts in here so we can have our call-in show and discuss whatever we want to discuss. A lot of things are happening around the college football league, whether it be Dylan Raiola and Dante Moore in Oregon. Maybe we want to talk about LSU and the quarterback haul they've had thus far. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it good? Is it bad? We'll discuss all of that. And there's a little clip that I want to play discussing, apparently Bryce Underwood got paid $10 million. And then when asked who's going to coach me because they had no quarterback coach at Michigan, Jerome Moore's response goes, that's what the $10 million is for. Go win a game. What Brooks Austin was talking about. So, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, to say the least, about that. But we've got some callers in already. Cody is way, way late. And he'll be here in just a moment. Hey, what's up, man?
Me?
Yeah, Anthony, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you. I'm normally never first. This is good. Good morning, Sheldon, man.
Good morning.
I really appreciate calling in. Love talking all things Gators. I'm gonna try my best to stay away from my normal points, which is gonna be hard. You know what? Let's just kick it off. I got to do this. I had a quick question for you, and I was thinking about this yesterday. Who do you think our second highest paid player was last year?
Oh, last year?
Yeah, like with DJ. DJ, of course, was number one, 3 point whatever million they report. Who was second?
Probably Sapp.
That's what I was thinking too. And do you think Sapp was making over $1 million?
I would guess so. Yeah, I mean, he was an NFL talented player. I mean, edge rusher. Those things don't come by. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, if he wasn't 900,000,
it was
maybe
close.
Just add him.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this. I'm like, if one player was making over triple what I'm making, I'm an NFL talent. He's getting ready to be a sophomore in college. I wonder what that started to do in the locker room as far as his production not coming through and him making that much. And I'm about to go to the NFL, and I'm the second highest paid player. Imagine everybody else is under that. And so in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, did Florida not have the ability to pay the players in closer ranges? If DJ was making 3, could we had a couple players over $1 million, $1.5 million or whatever? And this is where I go and say, I don't think Florida had the ability to do that. And this is in my mind where I get, like, I was so hyped with Cody yesterday when he was like, pay him, pay him. But we don't have the ability to pay a number of players that substantial money like other schools. I'm coming to the conclusion of now.
We already knew that. I don't know where you're just like riding this train now. We talked because you did this on the ESPN show where they said, "Hey, we have a set budget, but
right?
They say we don't have to spend it. I guarantee you, we're paying multiple dudes over million this year, and then we were paying him last year.
Thank you. So that's where I'm going with this. I no longer want to be attached to these big players' names because we won't have the ability to bring in Jordan Seaton. We proved last year we don't have the ability to have multiple.
Why are you
So
beating this drum again though? That's my question. Because you already knew
because
that. You've already said this.
because we waste a lot of time talking about something that's actually not going to ever really happen.
So
It's
you say we're
really
not going to
not.
ever retain the big players, yet we retained
No, no,
Jaden
no.
Woods,
No.
Jaden
That's not what.
Ball,
No. That's not what
Dallas
I'm saying.
Wilson,
That's not what I'm
DB3.
saying. That's not what I'm
Okay,
saying. I'm
the big
saying
guys
we'll.
in the market in the portal.
Yes, we'll never land those big portal, big fish, top 5, top 10
Yeah, I'd say that's
portal
why I disagree
players.
with you. You can't say that when you
So
retain
what
what you retain.
evidence? That's what I'm asking. What evidence do you have to show that's actually more um it's more likely to happen than not? Like I'm giving evidence. I'm saying we've shown we don't do that. We've shown that Billy Napier
Yeah,
only
but see,
had the funds to do that
what
with
you're
one player.
misunderstanding. No. What you're misunderstanding. What you're. I don't know how we're here, but the if you go look at the people who you were comparing it to, like Texas Tech is obviously a different breed, but
Sure.
in the sense of like, hey, we're spending money, it's just not the way that you would like to spend it. That's all. That's the only difference here.
No, I'm comparing it to the way that our financial status has shown that we've done it in the past. That we've only had the ability to do that with one player. And then maybe we could give somebody close to a million or just above a million, but we can't do that with 3, 4, 5 players. So if we're paying 5 guys at or above a million this
I,
year, there's
you
no way we're going to get a
discrediting
$3 million player.
you discrediting the retention is because
I'm
Jaden
not
Woods.
discrediting the retention. I'm saying the retention is proving there's no way we would get Jordan Seaton. We don't have the money to do that. I love the retention, and I think that the money being split amongst 5 players is better than giving it to one. But that's showing that's our threshold. That's what I'm saying. Until we understand or know that we could do what
But
Cody,
again,
because I
okay,
agree with
let's
what
just
Cody
say
was
that's
saying
the case.
yesterday.
And
We
what's the?
should.
But my point is, what's the? But you know this though. Like when you were on the show on
So
ESPN, you had this
why
exact
do we
same
spend
take, and you're
time?
like, okay, maybe I just don't know what we have. And so then I thought we had moved past, and then we went inside Eric Singleton, who I can assure you wasn't cheap. So what is the purpose of this? Of just to say, hey, we're poor
The
again? I don't understand.
No,
the Jackson State kid was a top 5 in his in edges.
No, yeah, I'm talking about top 5 in as far as the portal.
Yeah, but the
But
portal changes every year on talent. Maybe they
I'm
don't
talking
think
about
that's
this year.
worth it.
In any one year,
Well, what
what I'm
guy did we
saying is
we not get?
my point is, I mean, I could give you a list of guys that we couldn't go after. We couldn't go after Keon Keeley from Alabama. We couldn't go after the edge from Penn State. We couldn't go after some of those top quarterbacks. We couldn't go after. My point is this: as Florida, I agree with what Cody said. I
So
wish we had the ability to flex our muscles
if
and
you were in
kind of.
charge, you would just go based on what a chart shows you. Ignore the talent that you have, and you would just go buy the top 3 guys in the portal. And go, we're going to win. Texas Tech didn't
No,
get Chaz Coleman.
no. What I'm
Ohio
saying
State
is
didn't get
I
Chaz
don't.
Coleman. These
Yeah, I
guys all
don't.
Georgia didn't get Chaz Coleman. LSU didn't get Chaz Coleman. Are they poor too? Like
I'm not saying we're. Listen,
you just
Shelton.
named up
I'm not saying we're
the
poor.
top 4 dudes, and you're like, we didn't go after them. Well, what the?
I'm saying I'm not saying we're poor. I'm saying that we're showing what our threshold is. And so my point is we're spending time talking about people that we don't have the actual capacity to obtain. We've shown we don't have the capacity to obtain those people. I like what John Sumrall in this regime is doing as far as paying players other than Billy Napier, because Billy Napier might have those one-offs, DJ Lagways, Elijah Havens, because he's willing to give one player 3 million instead of 5 players 900,000 to a million. He'll give one player 3.8, 3.6 million,
Dallas
3.4.
wasn't cheap.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not
I think.
okay.
I
So
I think.
I think you guys are understanding my point. My point is we spend time with these false hopes when we're not. It's not going to happen. And I wish it would.
We didn't.
I
We didn't.
wish it would.
We spent time. We spoke about Jordan Seaton because our name was thrown into the mix, so we brought it up. Our name
From
wasn't
who?
brought up. On3 reported it. What do you mean from who? Pete Nako said that Florida's name was in the mix, so we discussed it. As far as that,
So
and then we talked about how Lewis said how much he was worth, and then that's what we discussed. Like, hey, is he worth that? I would imagine that they probably, when they entered themselves in the conversation, they knew what the budget was going to be. Probably around 1.5 to 2 is what they were assuming it would be. Then he goes, "Oh, it's 2.5." Yeah, that's crazy. Not whether or not they could spend it or not, but they're probably just going like, "Hey, that's not worth any market." That's how they're probably viewing it. To say that they're not spending money is crazy. I feel like we're just burning some time. But
yeah, I'm
Anthony,
not saying.
we got a lot of people
Yeah.
to get to, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Later, bud. Octavia, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Hey, man, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
I don't know, man. Money.
like
He's always caught up on the money situation.
I feel like I just walked into a freaking lion's den. I didn't.
Right.
Got home from work and sorry guys, I'm late, but.
Hey, but guys, man, I'm excited about Sumrall, man. He got us excited, man. He got me fired up. Strength and conditioning coach got me fired up this morning. I'm watching them boys in there clanking and banging. Listen here, man.
Wait. You were watching him where?
Hey, man, they gotta be on. They gotta be. He was on Twitter earlier, wasn't he? The Coach Reyes dude.
I didn't see. This morning.
I think he posted a picture this morning. Yeah, he posted a picture this morning. You
Right.
know, man.
Brandon Reyes.
Yeah, Brandon Reyes. Guys in there, Coach Wick got him in there doing the mat drills. Hey, man, look, we need to put fear in these goddamn rivals of ours, man, especially Georgia, because these fans they're definitely in shambles right now. And I can't wait till we put fear in these motherfuckers so they can start running their goddamn mouths. Love Sumrall. I watched the interview yesterday, man. Hey, man, he got me fired up, man. I'm ready for this season, man. Cody, man, you ready for this season, man?
Oh, dude, I'm juiced. I'm so excited for the spring game.
I'm ready. Hey, listen,
ready.
I love the team. I love the team we have. Philo is going to be the next goddamn Kyle Trask. Listen, I'm ready, man. Fuck it, and fuck Georgia,
I'm ready.
man.
I'm ready for you to be able to go yell at Uncle Lou. That's what I'm ready for.
Oh yeah, fuck Georgia. I can't wait.
All right, David. I appreciate it, man.
Right.
Go Gators, Bubba.
Go Gators.
Pluto, what's up, buddy?
I'm good, boys. I think we're back. I think we're back, bruv. I think we're back. The reason why I'm saying because Sumrall's got me thinking like the way he's positioning everything, the way everything's turning out, it feels like we may actually be back. The players that we retained, the players that we got in the portal, it feels like we're actually intentional in winning, rather than before where it was like, okay, do you want to win? Because it seems underwhelming. So I'm kind of gassed up.
Very gassed up as well, man. Excited to see what could happen, and it's nice. There kind of seems to be a nice little just progression happening. Obviously, we're headed into the workout part of the season, and even the interview yesterday, I watched it. We'll talk about it separately, just because it was I thought a lot of nice little tidbits there. It is refreshing too. I feel like with each interview, and even though a lot of these guys are asking the same question, and there hasn't been much in between each interview, we get something new out of each one. From Coach Sumrall, whether it be just his approach or how they're at the portal, because we are still moving it on a schedule, right? And the portal is coming to a close, and he talked about that and their approach to that. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm fired up, and I think as more clips come out and more things get spoke about, we'll continue to be fired up. I'm excited to see how they attack this the recruiting. He mentioned that in the interview as well, that he's got to leave, I think, either today or tomorrow to go start hammering home on the 2027 class. It's spoke about kind of like, just lack of sleep, but really want to see how they get that started, because I believe that's going to be their approach this year, or their approach in general. Similar to the last regime, I think that obviously they've shown to use the portal more, but I want to see how they attack the recruiting versus where I think Florida, obviously Billy had a different approach and different identity and blueprint that he would use. It feels right now that we're heavily attacking the O-line, right? And not just 5 and 4 dudes that are just big, right? We're talking the top elite of the elite. Like if they go lay out two top guys, that's going to really just put things on its head in this perspective. And kind of speaking to Pon's point, that's where I'll start saying, okay, well, hey, look, that's where also money is being spent too. And I think they're going to try to take that approach, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited to see how it looks. I'm happy that we retained the people that we had to retain, like Bar. That's one of the big ones for me. That had me thinking Sumrall's getting us all in the right position, and I'm happy about that.
No question. No question. Well, Pluto, it's always a pleasure here for you. What time is it? Like 1 o'clock, right?
Yes, 12:43 over here.
4:30. I love it. Well, Pluto, you be good, man. You have a good Thursday, and we'll talk at you, man.
And Cody, I got some silver. You know, I bought some silver just because of you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, Bubby! Good job, man.
Yeah.
You got great silver over there too. There's a lot of stuff that you guys can get that we can't.
You wait. Do you guys still have coins?
Yeah. You guys don't have coins?
Now we have coins in it. I just thought in America you guys probably just use notes.
No, we have coins still.
Okay.
All right, man.
All right, I appreciate you.
Well, I'll let you, Pluto. Enjoy your silver. This comment here. So the reality is we are not spending $30 to $40 million like every other playoff team. Look at LSU and how much they did this offseason. Scare money doesn't make money. So this is where, for me, like retention's a huge factor. I don't understand why we overlooked that part of it. And like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Florida's spending $80 million. I thought we've established that. But to sit here and say that they're not healthy spending is kind of absurd, I think. But if you go look at LSU boards, I think they're excited for the haul that they've had, which has been a good haul. But that's why I don't like the 247 ranking and the portal, because they're first, but they're not incorporating retention and who's left, which is what On3 takes into consideration of like what you had going out, what you got coming back in, because that is an even wash. If you lose 30 plus dudes and bring back 20, well, okay, that's great. I'm not hating on it, but you still had to replace those dudes. So they elevated the guys they lost, just like Florida did. We talked about that. They lost 30. They brought in 25. The outgoing average was lower than the incoming average. I
don't think they did anything incredible on the offensive line. I don't know there was enough offensive linemen portal wise to beef up that offensive line. Yeah, they're hosed, dude. They lost 5 guys, 5 starters.
Yeah, 5 guys, 6 or 7 total, including depth, that all went to like respectable places. I don't know how that's being not discussed. Like
that's another thing to talk about.
They got flashy pieces from a quarterback perspective. Sure, they got 96 wide receivers, but I mean, if you want to go look at their top 3 wide receivers versus our top 3 wide receivers, I think we take Florida's. The thing is, we had 2 of them already at home. We didn't have to go in the portal to go buy them. They brought back Caden Durham, the running back, after they were losing their entire running back room. We brought back Jaden Ball. And we got Evan Pryor. Like, if we want to go toe to toe for those pieces, that's why I'm confused on. I don't know if you saw this. This broke my heart. I don't think he's ready, but we don't make the call. Perkins is headed to the draft.
Best thing for him. They've had him for 3 years. They can't figure out what to do with them, how to use them schematically. Go take your lump in the draft. Go to the Baltimore Ravens or the Green Bay Packers or the Philadelphia Eagles and go be great.
That doesn't make me feel better about it, though.
Yeah, it's sad, dude. That's a guy that we were very, I mean, and obviously we're not LSU fans, but that doesn't help the situation, okay? Shelton started hearing about Silver, so we're going to tone it down a little bit. But yeah, a guy that we, really like to watch play. Like, I loved seeing that guy on the field when he wasn't playing against Florida, obviously, because he was a menace. But yeah, I think it's really the best thing for him. He's not getting any more developed there. And I don't know if he went in the transfer portal, if he was going to get enough money to make him feel secure. Does that make sense?
No question. I was hoping he would stay. It says if we got LSU coach and he did the same thing at Florida, he's doing at LSU, you wouldn't be saying that right now. Okay, so we had an entire show last night where I was critical of what we've done, the lack of work we've done on defense. If Lane came here, we've been very adamant about the offensive line. And look, I think we've been critical of the offensive line, but we don't have lack of bodies or talent that's in there right now.
We retain most of our players on defense, though.
The defensive line is thin.
It's thin.
It's thin due to people going to the draft and then a few to the portal. Dylan, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Oh,
you're breaking up really bad, boss.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you
go. Yeah, it was hooked to my truck.
No, the only reason I was calling in I gotta disagree with the first call. Terrible take, just terrible. Because and then the D dog guy. Not, I mean, hopefully he's a Florida fan. I don't like his name, but I'm not a dog fan. So, but regardless of the fact, if Ball went into the portal, where would he be? Would he be top 10, top 5? He'd be the best running back, no doubt.
Oh, portal. Yeah, it's hard because of how they view the quarterbacks. They view those quarterbacks. I mean, very, very
but
high.
we can agree he'd be the best
back.
running back. He'd be the best back in the portal, no doubt.
No question.
He'd be number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
If Dallas Wilson, VB3, Miles Graham, these guys all go to the portal.
That's your
where would they
top
stand?
20, all 5 of
They're
them.
talking about top 20. We Florida fans would be screaming, "We don't have no money." Da, 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 da. And then we go and get a splashy portal. Oh, it's the same thing LSU's doing. LSU's let everybody walk, let everybody go. And then they go and they have an overhaul in the transfer portal. And you're like, look what they've done. But they've retained nothing. They've retained zero. And to say we can't go get big portal guys is crazy. Singleton played up here in Georgia at Alexander High School. I watched him for 3 years. The kid is a menace. Like, that's the best portal pick, in my opinion, we got. Like, that is... The dude was number 1.
Singleton was a number 1 portal player 2 years ago.
Exactly.
And obviously just a down year at Auburn, which we obviously know what puts that into perspective. But Texas Tech was heavily pursuing Eric Singleton. It was between Florida and Texas Tech. So if we either outsold or outbid or whatever to Texas Tech, but we beat Texas Tech somehow.
Well, the reason why he left Georgia Tech to go to Auburn in the first place was he got thrown a bag. That's why he left. Well, he did. The reason why he had a down year at Auburn wasn't the fact that, I mean, I have people that are close with his like his dad and stuff because he played. I've got a buddy that coached Alexander. Like he wasn't utilized at all in that offense compared to what he was at Tech. So the reason why he's coming back is because he's back with Buster Faulkner. Is he knows that for me to go get the best draft stock I can get, it's why he didn't go in the draft in the first place, is I can go back to this guy who knows how to utilize me and go try to put up big numbers. I mean, that's exactly what's happening.
The Auburn's biggest problem, they didn't have a quarterback complete a vertical pass more than 5 yards.
No. Well, they do a ton of screens, jets with him, bunch of runs, getting him to the perimeter because he's a problem on the perimeter. Like, he really is. In high school, he was a man among boys. Like, he was so fast. But I think that's a massive get. I agree with the D-line. Either they know something we don't. I don't know. D-line's kind of little. The one that doesn't make much sense to me is Barora going to Missouri. Like, letting him go, I think, is kind of. I don't know why. I mean, that's kind of a question mark. That's my question mark. Why let him walk?
Yeah, I think it was so from what I was kind of picking up, just asking around, it was more of a fit.
Okay,
like a culture thing. No, a culture thing.
Oh, culture. Got it. Okay.
So here's another thing. The portal does close today, but it doesn't mean you can't sign portal guys that are in the portal. You just
means you can't officially enter. Yeah.
But the playoff teams, the 2 playoff teams, have a chance for portal players. They have 5 extra days. So maybe they're in contact. Maybe they know a defensive lineman is going to leave one of those programs. And so they decide to go that route also. Maybe they have somebody ready to rip and go on the defensive line.
Here's what I don't get, Anthony. You keep pounding this drum. It's like, because we've hit our financial threshold. Like when we saw, like, dude, you got to pick a side, brother. Because like 2 weeks ago when we signed Singleton, you were like, all right, cool. Like, I'm happy with how we're spending it. Like, I guess the aura's worn off. And so now we're back to bitching again. Like, Florida hasn't claimed, we haven't claimed that we're the richest team in college football. I've said that we're probably a top 10, top 15 in spending NIL. I think we've proven that with what we've retained. The other part of it has to translate is on the football field. Florida had a top roster financially last year. I don't think it was spread out properly, but they spent money last year. That was why everyone was so high on Florida headed into last year when it comes to the trenches on both sides of the football. So,
here's the thing, though, is people forget the retention piece of this. They forget that if all those players leave, I mean, you're probably okay. So if the core 15 players that we re-signed, they would probably been the top 15 players in the portal.
No doubt. No doubt.
And that takes a lot of money. I mean, Miles Graham and Childs would be the two best linebackers that would have entered the portal, young linebackers with high upside. Dallas Wilson for sure would have been the best wide receiver.
He would have been behind Cam Coleman. Respect him.
Defensive line wise, if any of our
Woods
would have been.
Yeah.
Woods would have been.
LJ, as little as he has done.
Yeah, LJ would have been the upside on LJ. The upside on LJ,
Yeah.
we don't know. Like
I think you've seen it. Like Keon Keeley, he was a Keon Keeley. Keon Keeley is no different than LJ McCray.
Ball.
Like, he hasn't really done a lot, and he had the name is what you were excited about Keon. That's where that comes from.
The thing, I think that everybody needs to go back to the first opening statement that John Sumrall, he walked through the door. Kirby Smart, all these coaches, watch, what's his name? Who's the Texas A&M coach? I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Mike Elko.
All these coaches screamed all year, hey, this team that's come to play us on Saturday, they look the part. They're the part. They have the pieces. Like it's their roster. Team, yeah. Tell up and down can do it all. John Sumrall came in the door with White and Buster Faulkner. Is like, dude, we got the pieces. Maybe we need to go get a few more, but we got to keep what's here. And I think they've done it. And we're still bitching that we're at a threshold. How do we know we're at a threshold? How? Like what? Albert Verdi's out here acting like we are one of the richest. Like, I mean, which is
so
great. I'm just sitting here like saying, like, how do we know we're at a threshold just because we don't go say we're going to go get Seton? How do we know that Seton, that our guys aren't the tackles that we just got they ain't looking at them going, hey man, we got these guys that have a bunch of snaps. These guys can do it. Now, I do agree with Cody yesterday with him or the other day was saying about Seton, like, hey man, we could spend it. Like he could be that guy. He could be the difference maker. But at the same time, it is a gamble. Like it's a big gamble. Like we've seen this in the portal before where guys go blow a load on these players and they just don't do what you need them to do.
Yeah, we could pay him $3.5 million. He could literally step into Gainesville and trip over a curb and we not see him all year.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
as much as we're going to be
that's the risk you take with anybody. But
yeah,
look, and that's why I always say, like, that's why I try to bring up yesterday of like, look, I'm all for it. Like, I think it's important to spend, but there's also that avenue of like, is it a smart? I mean, like just this idea of like just spend it. Like that's just asinine. I can't have a conversation and there's not a true discussion of like nobody just spends it. Like even Texas Tech has a budget. They may have a bigger one, but they still have one. And I would say, I mean, look, even for their portal class, I haven't taken a look at it in a bit, but I feel like it's cooled down. Maybe I'm crazy,
and I think
they got 18 guys. So here's what Texas Tech did, which felt like it was they were on absolute barn burner. Listen to this: Texas Tech, who we would argue. So right now for 2026, the portal ranking class. You ready for this? Indiana, 15. They have 15 new guys coming in with an average rating of 78.3. Great class. Texas Tech, 18 with an average rating of 74.22. Could we agree that Indiana and Texas Tech don't have the recruiting talent? Now, Texas Tech is working on it, so I'm not getting twisted, but the recruiting guys, the retention guys that we just mentioned, right? So they've got to go a little bit heavier.
This is the way they have to do it, just like Ole Miss.
A&M, in my eyes, probably did better than anybody because they recruit very well, and they have a class of 76.1. Louisville, 24 people, 71. Virginia Tech is number 5 at 22 people at 69. So ACC talent. Houston, 15, 71. Ole Miss, 17, great class, 75.29. But that's where they live. They don't have the recruiting class, so they have to do that. UCLA, 37 dudes, 67.81. Then Florida, losing with 22 in at number 9, the 9th ranked class with 71.5. With a top 12 recruiting class and a hell of a retention class. Like the retention class has to be put part into the conversation. You know who I would say up here? LSU. They're down at 18 with 26 guys. And look, 74.19. Still a great class.
And they lost 32.
But it's not like they went out there and flicked us in the nuts.
I would say if you had a retention like class, like if you could rate them, I'm just saying if you could, like if you could look at all those schools on a retention level, right?
Well,
Florida would have to be 1 or 2, no doubt.
no.
No doubt.
We'll know at the start of the season because they do a talent composite.
Yeah, I mean I'm just saying that I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. Just the retention part alone.
It has to be considered now. You can't overlook it.
It
The
is.
problem is that we don't look at it because
Yeah.
it doesn't have the
John's-
sex appeal. Like the fact, like we didn't want it to go to market. That was what happened. No, those guys didn't go to market, so it didn't become splashy. But when those boys signed, bro, you want to talk about just a relief. Like the Wood saga was not fun. Imagine how to do that with all 5 of those players.
Oh, I know. Well, look at Eugene Wilson. We talk about like where guys fit in the portal. What was Eugene the best receiver on our team? No shot. Like great player, always hurt. Look where they rated him in the portal.
Yeah.
DJ Lagway.
DJ Lagway. Like, I mean, now here's my thing. Everybody was extremely high on DJ. I like DJ as a guy. The first year we watched him, I had told one of my buddies that's a Georgia fan when we watched Georgia, I was like, dude, he's great. I don't know if he's young and undeveloped, and the interception thing I saw the first year. I could see that.
Who's this?
DJ Lagway. Like I could see the interception being a problem the first year, but I never really thought like, oh, he's just going to develop into and get rid of that. And be honest with you, the develop part just went behind. Like it grew. And
I agree. The interception thing was always a factor. Like, but I talked about it a lot. I go, look, like the way that I like kind of overlooked it was like, hey, when you're a baller and you're trying to be a game time player, that's the kind of the risk versus reward thing. So yeah, he may have a few more, not 5 interceptions worth. That wasn't what we were like.
Well, we saw the Ole Miss. We saw the Ole Miss LSU games. The Ole Miss LSU games were like, holy shit! Look at this guy, like Superman, brushing off tackles and slinging the ball. It's like, whoa, who's this guy? Like that's the DJ we were really hoping and seeing. But, it has to give credit to Sumrall. If Billy was the coach right now, I guarantee you we don't retain all these guys. I will guarantee you the majority of them walk and go somewhere else.
Probably.
Because they know Billy's on a 1-year contract that...
Yeah, Billy wouldn't... If he would have stayed around, there's no way he retains this roster.
No shot. I just don't. I think we got to give credit, and people have got to calm down on that. We just can't go get these big fish. I mean, we've got big fish. We've got them. Like I don't. Just need to go. Just need to go play. Go win.
Every
team has questions. Every single team has a questionable position.
Look,
Name
I
me
think
one that
what I
doesn't.
do like is that and I don't want to say they ever got away from this, but it felt like for a minute that like you just need to go buy a superstar roster. There's still parity. You got to have good coaching. We haven't had that. I mean that's going to be your biggest factor. And for me personally, I think that all things considered, given just how much money's been thrown into the football and how very little return that we're still getting funds thrown into it. I mean, you got to take that into consideration is huge. But
I think
Dylan, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir. See y'all guys.
See you. I think with the Jordan Seaton thing, people didn't listen to what I said at the very beginning. Everybody thinks I was just rah Jordan Seaton. I said, if you have an inkling that you are insufficient at left tackle, you go out and grab him. Like if you are the offensive line coach and you're looking at like, ooh, that's a big question mark, you go out and pay that guy.
Well, and we talked about it a little bit, and it wasn't a huge concern, but Connor Clark mentioned it last night that, look, does he fit your offense? He being Jordan Seaton. Look at the two teams that are out that was on that graphic for just a quick second. Look at those two teams, Oregon and Texas. What are they known for? What are they trying to at least be?
High-powered offenses.
Throwing the ball.
I think that's what we want to do too, though.
I agree, but I think this first year is going to be you don't sign Jaden Ball if you're not going to have a run the ball.
Yeah, he's going to.
My point was is that the Seaton's run block rate wasn't the greatest, and it's like that's where Connor brought up a great point of like that is his weakest point. It's like, look, is he worth 2.5 for our offense is going to be a mixture of both, not just like Texas is going to sling the football. You don't have Arch Maney back there go all and you're going to sling it. Even Oregon, like, do they run it? Yeah, but they're more of a kind of moving outside the tackles, throwing the football-esque type, which is what Jordan Seaton thrives in. Like he's not your typical kind of. I think they want to have that more of a tough front, be able to run the ball, and then kind of beat you with the tackles, and then go from there. Not. I look. Can they open it up? Sure. I don't think it's going to be like a West Coast, but they'll definitely open it up. Jeremy, we missed the kiddos, bro.
Yeah, and it's probably a good thing you did because, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I'm glad you missed the kids. They wanted to say "Go Gators" on the air, but World War III broke out in our car when Cody started talking about silver because they started fighting over a quarter, and my daughter said it was hers and decided to pinch my son.
This is the shit you started.
In fact, I was gonna let the chat decide their punishment. Should she write sentences or let him twist her arm back? But they're out of the car now. So anyway, thanks, Cody. That was a great start to our morning.
My son said yesterday. He goes, I had bought some silver yesterday, and he goes, "You're the reason it's going up. Supply and demand, dummy." I'm like, thanks, Mylan, because I said, "Man, I'd really like it to pull back to 70." He's like, "Well, quit buying it." I'm like, my measly 5 ounces.
Talking about it, you're causing wars, and
I know, dude.
For Jeremy in the morning. You guys should see our text messages. It's unreal.
As soon as he said it, my son said, "I've got a quarter," and he reached in my daughter's book bag, and then all hell broke loose. So.
Oh, hold on. He reached in her book bag.
He reached into her book bag and grabbed.
He deserved the arm twist.
Then. Yeah. You crossed enemy lines, brother.
I was gonna let you guys decide. I'm glad they're not in the car because he'd be crying his ass out right now.
I'm not. Listen. This is what would be hard to be a dad too. But it's like, look, these are the rules, big guy. You crossed enemy lines. That's whatever is coming to you is deserved. So
I told him it's Cody's fault because he heard them talking about silver and how great it was, and he decided he wanted some and knew where to find some. So anyway, one question for today. What do you guys think about, Dave was not real high last night on this whole Seaton thing because of the video, having his school make a promotional video for him to leave. I don't know if it's really funny and it makes me love the guy, or if it's a really bad look. Just wanted to get your thoughts. I think it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I think he left that part out. That's the part that he didn't mention, is that the school made the video. The school made the video.
Dave was having a get off my lawn moment. Okay, we're older. We're getting older. We all
Cody
have
lives
those.
In that world.
I live in that world.
But I think that was overlooked from last night. That part he didn't mention. He was mad that a video was made. He doesn't realize that he asked Colorado. Colorado was like, "We thought you were making it because you were staying," and then he used the video to announce he was leaving. The same video he asked them to make him. That's gold.
It's like you're about to break up with a girl and you ask her if she can buy you some new shoes and maybe a new shirt
to go on your new date
for Valentine's Day this year. She goes out and buys you something. You say, "Oh, by the way, I'm asking your friend." So.
That ain't what I'm asking for, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, well, Cody, you're a baller. The rest of us just ask for new shoes. So.
Okay.
By the way, what happened to that pineapple couple or whatever that was in love with you? I haven't seen them in a while.
Probably watching. Yeah,
they need to call in, and we need the Gambler. Haven't seen Tennessee Gambler in a while. You guys are stuck with guys like me. We need the real callers. Martha hasn't called in for a while, although Martha might.
The games and night calls. I don't know if they're all those people fit a mold of like there's no way they're up yet.
High top after dark.
That's y'all need to have a nighttime calling show. Maybe midnight is when they're just getting going.
Yeah.
So
we'll just keep this will be like MTV and Rob Dyrdek with his ridiculousness. We'll just have like a show, like we won't stop.
Yeah.
Camera.
Well, I love you guys. Sticking to my New Year's resolution, keeping it short as possible. Thank you for World War III, Cody, and go Gators.
No problem.
Great call, Jeremy. Great call.
What? Whatever happened to Pimpin' Patty?
He called in one of the shows. I mean, he'll pops in every now and then. He mentioned something when he called in that he had been dealing with something, but
yeah.
I think he would probably, because sometimes he would call in, he would just kind of ramble. I'm like, brother, we got to rip. Maybe he got upset. I don't know. $2, my man. I see Jimbo. Go Gators. Hell yeah, Jimbo. GMFG from jail, $5. My man, GMFG. I got to get the shirts put out there. Cody loves silver because he always second place. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love that. There's no way this is Q. I'm starting to think that he's trolling us.
I know.
This is crazy. Like, it's like obnoxiously the other direction now. Like, for Q Lee that spent the last 4 years hating in the comments where Napier was. And now he's like now Anthony's now Q Lee. And Q Lee is, I don't know.
Q Lee, fire up the tablet. Let's talk some ball. I mean, what are we doing? You're in the comments. What would you?
I don't know who Q Lee is. Jeremy, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Doing well, man.
Good. Hey, man, I'm just calling, first time caller. I didn't think I'd get in this fast, so it kind of surprised me. But I'm just calling in, man. Am I excited for Coach Sumrall? Specifically excited for the trenches with Troutwine and my man, the defensive line coach, coming back. If we get Seaton, I haven't really been following too much, but what's the probability? You guys got any like over unders or? But if we get them, great. If we don't, I feel like we'll still be good. What do you guys think?
Oh, I don't think we're gonna get him, but I'm not concerned about if we do or don't. Yeah, the fact that our name was tossed in there was very surprising to me. But to be at the same breath, I mean, like we haven't heard anything more from what's happening, like on the visits scheduling, and I haven't seen anything else about it. So,
yeah, and I feel like he was kind of smart to not to come into the portal later, because everybody's kind of wiped off the board. The guy went to LSU, Hurd as well, but
he went to Kentucky.
Kentucky. My bad.
Yeah, no, I think he definitely controlled the market with how he handled his situation, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. I feel like a late little Christmas present for old Johnny Boy would be to bring us Seaton, and then all hell will break loose. I think we'll all be telling lies at that point. Huh?
It would be gross for sure on how they do it. They've got 4 guys visiting right now. Again, I mean, he's mentioned in his presser they've already started working out. He's like the players are back. He's like, that's what I miss. He's like, it's boring when they're not here. So they're already rocking and rolling. And I wonder, where does he fit on that? Is he about bringing guys in this late into the mix? It is interesting to see even like Jordan Seaton, because again, school's starting, so it's not even about this portal window. It's about enrolling in class, which I think plays a factor. But
we're talking about UF. They could get that class thing figured out, man.
I agree. I think, and he even mentioned that it's like COVID changes a lot of that to where like I think it's stupid. I'm just. You wonder what's the point of these boundaries if everybody can break them? That's all that I was wondering. But yeah. No,
Sheldon, I don't know if you remember me, man. I was on when you came down to the Florida Georgia game. Me and you did a shot at tequila on the live stream.
Oh, that's right, up at the top of that building, right? You came.
No. We did the I can't remember what the tailgate was called. Your buddy, the FSU fan.
The Jags one?
No. This was for Florida, Georgia, the cocktail party.
Yeah, Holly.
This was the 1 year where Trey Wilson went off in that first drive, and everybody's going crazy. We thought we were going to win the game.
No, Ty. It was Cowboy Ty.
No, not Ty. The other guy, the other FSU fan.
It was Holly?
It was Holly. Cody, I think you were there.
I wasn't there.
Cody's never been to that.
No? Okay. There's another guy. But Holly was there. He was producing backstage. And then I came on the stream. We did a shot of tequila. We were talking about golf.
That's right. That's when we were at that. I remember now. Yeah, when the guy
when the dude puked?
Yeah.
On your boots?
Yeah. The dude, whoever that was. I thought it was you for some reason.
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago. Yeah.
He was sweating about the. I wonder.
Yeah, that was where we were at that. We were at that that was because Stephen Harris was there.
That was a Pouncey
Hayden
thing.
was there. Pouncey twins were there. Yeah, that was a badass one. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
No, man. So I've been following ever since, man. Good to see you guys doing good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for the call too, man.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good one.
You too, man. Yeah, look, Lagway was, or I see you guys. Q Lee wasn't wrong with his doom and gloom. I wasn't hating on him about that. It's just crazy to see him flip. Is all that I'm saying. That's all. Yeah, Cooley was right. No, he wasn't wrong. No. It's just interesting to see him be this excited this early. That's all. That he was sold on Sumrall after the press conference. I'm impressed. I love it. I love it. Well, great little show. I gotta rip. Cody made us late, so we have to cut the show early. So it's Cody's fault. You guys are upset, but we've been having some fun, man. These calling shows are always a good time. It's a different little bit of a different change, I would say, for the morning. You need to apologize to Jeremy for causing World War III in the car, for sure.
What callers did I miss? Couldn't have missed.
I don't think
couldn't have missed much.
No, Anthony was the first one. So if you were hopped in, yeah, you didn't miss.
That was a lot.
But we couldn't start like 7:15. We couldn't added ourselves a few extra minutes. But screwing around.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
No beer reviews, late.
Yep. Almost like I'm not dedicated.
Yes, I mean I didn't want it. You said it. Your words, not mine.
I know. Got cleaned up.
Yeah. Quick little fiery show there. We did have real quick little, I don't know how much I want to say about this, but we had a very interesting conversation with some incredible members of the channel last night. And the things that they talked about, what they want to try to do for this channel was incredible. So if you guys are just joining us or, wondering if you want to subscribe or become a member, now is the time because this thing is about to ramp up to have some incredible features. The site's going to get a little bit of a facelift. The accessibility to things, I think, is what we were talking about. I'm excited. The guys were incredible. They're grinding away at it. So we're pumped. Yeah, poker streams. Probably need to throw one of those in there. But y'all be good. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for a video dropping later on today. Might drop a video or two. But y'all be good. Happy Thursday. Shout out to any kids that got into a fight because of Cody's debacle. We apologize to the parents out there. Smash the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love, baby.
No, not only fans.
Hot top sports where the takes don't miss.
Cody?
The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist. Water bringing fire, cowboy out riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold.